Hey there, future fellow weirdo of the flock. Welcome to the most offensive church. Again, most offensive church. Most offensive church this side of the universe. The Porgy Pig. And if you don't want to be offended, don't fucking stay. I don't even want you here anyway. So, fuck all this shit. So, we are reading Kings. We are in the beginning of the story of Solomon. He just became king. He got married. He's building his house. God's house, and oh no, he's not building God's house. What is he building? Oh, his house and the wall around Jew land, and also I think he might be building the temple. Hey, Nolly, look. I got comments to read. And this might be the reason a lot of the world wants to eradicate Christians. Because, well, they're stupid. So I wanted to read some comments about stupid people. Well, they left them on my video, so I can talk shit. And you're gonna talk shit with me because you're gonna see. Well, you already know how these terrible people are. We're related to them. But they're not even this bad. And I don't think they would come to the rescue of someone this bad either. Because it's like, why are you so stupid? But anyway, people come to the defense. So, we'll just pull it up on my phone. Because, well, I can read it that way. But I was waiting. I invited Little Michael and somebody else. I wanted them to come. But they might not come. But you're here. Because, well, honestly, I didn't want to read these by myself. Because then it would be like I'm just like talking shit to myself. So I needed to know somebody else was here. I'm sorry, cousin. I love you. Thank you for dealing with my mental illness. It's a real problem. Here we go. Look, okay. Here is wisdom. Let him that understands count the number of the beast, for it is of a man, and his number is 666. So then she says, 1940.
Okay. This has nothing to do with the video that I'm reading or watching, or the thing that I'm reading, okay? This comment has nothing to do with that. But now she goes into something stupid, again, that has nothing to do with anything. And this is how Christians are. If they can't argue with you on substance, they'll say some other shit to argue with you about that instead of the shit they can't answer. My mom even does this to me on Saturdays. But I love my mom. But she does this also. But she doesn't get into the conspiracy. This part is all this stupid ass, okay? So 1946 minus 666 minus 666 equals 614. Trump's birthday. Trump is the Antichrist. Like that fucking has anything to do with anything. And this is what I say. This ain't got shit to do with what I'm reading. And actually, anyone who don't believe in Christ is an antichrist. Keep reading, stupid. Now, Captain Save-A-Ho, because she can't stand up for herself, says, that's Revelation. Again, what am I reading? Not Revelation. That's what these people do. They can't argue with you on substance. So they say something different. And then because you're like, no, you're dead wrong. But because you're not there, they're like, oh, I'll call you names. This is why the world wants to eradicate these people. Just like Muslims. It's a mental disorder. These people are crazy. This is why no one likes Christians. Because they're stupid. And this is why I'm not a Christian. Because I'm not stupid. And I can't even pretend to be as fake as these people. Okay. So then another Captain Save-A-Ho. And again, hold on. You call the Bible stupid shit and then laugh. I'll laugh also. When did I call the Bible stupid? I called this lady stupid. Deflection. You see how these people are? Okay. And on her forehead was a name written. Mystery Babylon the Great. The mother of harlots and abominations. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Olivia, what's your face? You commented 8 hours ago. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I am Saint Nikki K the Great. Yeah, and I'm a complete mystery. But I'm not from Babylon. Actually, I don't even have the features to be of Babylon. Even though I'm quite handsome. Not that handsome. Okay, but you see what I'm saying? These people. So I commented, don't forget to subscribe. And then those people are like, what's to sub? Ha ha ha. Yeah, look. And then she's like, I'm just trying to warn you, Trump is the Antichrist. Again, if you continue reading, it's anyone that don't believe in Christ is an Antichrist because they don't believe in Christ. You know, a lot of these Dasputin don't believe in Christ. As a matter of fact, they vehemently disagree with Christ. They have a whole book they made up about it. So don't fucking tell me. And don't forget to subscribe. Fucking dumbasses. Look, this is why people want to get rid of these people. Because they're just plain stupid and do nothing but deflect. They won't argue with you on substance. They'll just say different shit. And then they'll defend each other like it's real. Like, don't you have your own brain? They don't. It's like hive mind. Once they get this into them, taught the way these terrible ass people Dasputin want them to teach, then they just get stuck on the Book of Paul. Or the other cover your ass letters in the New Testament. Because history was very anti-Jesus. And these New Testament books are very anti-Jesus. That's what we should know about the history from this time. Yes. And that's all I wanted to say, but I really just want to, wait 1 second. I can't read that, cousin. I have a problem. Okay. Hold on. Jason says you are awesome. What I do. What I do. Usually I'm only awesome if I'm doing something. What I do. Oh, man. Okay. Is it because of my anti-preaching? Because I love anti-preaching. It's my favorite. But these comments just made me mad because it's like, this is the exact reason. This is why I'm not Christian. This is why when I watch other Christian channels, because there are a couple that I do watch because that girl is really pretty and she is so worth watching. When she starts discussing the Bible, I do turn the volume down because, well, I don't want to be in the comment section like talking shit because that's not my place. She believes what she believes. And I can shit on it on my own channel, but I'm not going to go to her channel and shit on it. Mostly because she's really pretty and she makes her show way more interesting than mine. She has animals and a background thing. I just have my cats and Trump in the background. Well, and my Hatchet Man. This is interesting as my videos get unless I start opening my mouth. I'm the only interesting things in my video. But anyway, he says, you're just me. And he says, you're just me and you. And he loves it. I appreciate that. But I'm probably a little less polite than you because you are very polite. Michael says you're saintly, and really you should be called a saint before me. Just saying. Michael is absolutely right about that. Like, you could do no wrong. Even if you were mean, nobody would see it that way. But he and again, my reasoning may come from like the pagan and the heathens that I know, because I've learned a lot about that kind of stuff and I've lived in my own self-made hell. And then I'm doing this Bible thing and it's like my experiences like open this book on a whole new level. And it's like, this Bible is real. And it wasn't written in verses. It was written in stories. And it should be read like a story. Because it was written that way and the story says something. Reading it verse by verse. I think I said this yesterday. Reading it verse by verse is missing the forest for the trees. Or maybe missing the trees for the forest. Whichever way that goes. Like when you're just looking at individual things instead of the whole thing. I don't know what that's called. But it's something about trees. And anyway, speaking of stories, let's get into the story of Solomon. So we're gonna read what he's doing. So, cousin, if you need to go at this time, you can go ahead and go. I just wanted to read these comments to somebody more than myself. So I appreciate you more than you know. But just also, in my defense, there were supposed to be other people here. Because I did invite them. But they just didn't make it. And one of them was little Michael. Which my mom was really happy to see you guys on Saturday, by the way. Oh, look, somebody's talking shit about why my Bible channel has nothing to do with Trump. That's literally what I was saying. Literally. And it's a deflection, not arguing about substance. Literally what I was saying, and you're doing it. Why? You usually like my channel, so why? Yes. Oh, okay. You must be of Jesus. He is the church. Oh, okay. Trump is a man. Oh, okay. I totally read that wrong. Hold on. I'm a fucking asshole. But the anti-Trump shit, especially on my channel, it makes me so mad. Because it's like, I try not to bring politics into anything. But it just gets stuck on my channel. I'm trying to do something, but it's not working so well. Rock on with the Bible. I told you. I hold your line and say F you to them. Do you? Read it for us. Okay, I can do that. And let me share my screen so people know who I'm talking to. Man, and I get hype about Trump, and I don't mean to, but he ain't done nothing wrong. He ain't even changed from his first presidency to now. He is the exact same. It's the people that changed because there is no Q anymore. And it's kind of fucked up. Wait, what's happening? Okay, there we go. I think. Yeah, okay. So, let's go ahead and get to reading before I keep putting my foot in my mouth. Second day in a row, I put my own foot in my mouth. Yeah, my mom was so excited. But next Saturday, we're gonna watch Pink Floyd's The Wall. If you want to come, we'll be watching Pink Floyd and arguing. She thinks it's about schizophrenia, and I think it's about post-traumatic stress disorder. And mania, I think, is the same disorder I have because I relate. Well, kind of relate. Not exactly. But anyway, that's what we're doing Saturday. But today we're reading this. And it came to pass in the 418th year, after these terrible ass people had come out of Egypt. Where am I at? In the 4th year of Solomon's reign over Israel, in the 9th month, which is the 2nd month. Oh, okay, I read this wrong. Hold on. Solomon's reign over Israel in the month of Zip, so it's February, that he began to build the house. Or, I'm sorry, it's May, because their first month is April. So this would be May. Now, the house which King Solomon built for the Lord. Okay, so he did build God's house. Okay. It was 60 cubits by 20. And it was 30 cubits. Oh my God, we don't need to know. No, we don't need to know. We don't care. We'll never visit it because it don't exist. Okay. Okay. So. Wait. Oh yeah, this part does matter. For narrow ledges outside the temple, so that the support beams would not be fastened into the walls of the temple. And the temple, when it was being built, was built with stone finish at the quarry. So no hammer, chisel, or any iron was heard while it was being built. Okay. Okay. So he built the temple and finished it. And he paneled the temple with beams and boards of cedar. And he built the chambers against the temple. Also, don't need to know any of that crap. So then, verse 11. Okay, we only needed to know that no tools were used. Okay. Then the Lord came to Solomon, saying,
Okay, concerning this temple which you are building, if you walk in my statutes and execute my judgment, keep my commandments, walk in them, then I will perform my word with you, which I told David, and I will dwell among these people, and will not forsake my people. My people, these terrible ass people.
okay. So Solomon built the temple and finished it. And he built. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Don't need to know any of this. Okay. inside the inner, he built the inside as the inner sanctuary, as the most holy place. And in front of the temple sanctuary was 40 cubits long. Okay. And the inside was carved with ornamental buds and open flower. There was no stone to be seen. Yeah, God don't even care how you do it. Just don't use no tools. But you know what I was thinking? When the Philistines came and burnt down the temple and shit, like they didn't even have to do that. They could have just kicked one wall out and it would have just whoosh, because it was held together like Lincoln logs, right? Wouldn't that be what it is? They're held together by, what is that called, where the one board goes in the other board? Like Legos. Okay. Okay. No stone. Okay. And he prepared the inner sanctuary inside the temple to put God's suitcase chair there. Okay. And this part I think we need to know because I think it's actually the size of the suitcase chair. Because the suitcase chair, I think it's really big. I think. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know how big a cubit is. But I think it's like 3 cubits long or something like that. I think a cubit is really big. I don't know. But I know it's deep enough to hold rocks in. God has very special rocks. And he keeps them in a suitcase chair. Okay. So, Solomon overlaid the inside of the temple with pure gold. He stretched gold chains across the front of the inner sanctuary and overlaid it with gold. The whole temple he overlaid with gold until he had finished all of it. Also, he overlaid with gold the entire altar that was in the inner sanctuary. Inside, he made 2 cherubim of olive wood, each 10 cubits high. One wing of the cherub was 5 cubits, and the other wing 5 cubits, and 10 cubits from tip to tip. And the other cherub was 10 cubits. Both cherubim were the same size and shape. Okay. He set the cherubim inside the inner room, and they stretched the inner room. And they stretched out the wings of the cherubim so that the wings touched both walls and each other. He also overlaid the cherubim with gold. Yeah, but just wait, because I don't know what happened, but maybe it already said, I don't remember. But David had been collecting stuff for God's house for a long time. And I don't know if we already read about that or not, but there's a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. So then he built another one, another room. No, I already read that. Where am I at? Oh, okay. Then he carved all the walls of the temple, all around, both the inner and the outer sanctuary, with carved figures of cherubim, palm trees, open flowers, and the floor of the temple he overlaid with gold, the inner and the outers. Why do we need to know all this crap? We really don't. Okay. Okay. In the 4th year, the foundation of the house was the foundation of God's house was laid in the month of Ziv. So this would be in May. It would be the 2nd month. Remember, it'd be May. So 4 years to the day. And in the 11th year, in the month of Bul, which is the 8th month, so April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So in November, the house was finished in all its details and according to all his plans. So he spent 7 years building it. Dun, dun, dun. And if you want to read all the schematics of this house, it's very big and it's a lot of reading. And it's chapter 6 of 1 Kings. If you want to know the schematics, if you're really interested in that, just know it's a lot of reading and you might go to sleep. Because I don't know why they put this in here. I think they get paid by word to write Das Bible. That's why all this is in here. So I guess while we're in between chapters, but if you're still here, just know I got myself worked up reading those comments because they were really stupid. And I hate when people bring Trump up for no real reason and then just talk shit like he became different because he didn't. And I got myself worked up. And I need to learn to read before I speak. Hi, General Piggy. Look, you don't even have to do that. And you know what? The last few times you've commented, you haven't bothered to stay. So I don't think I want that anymore unless you're actually staying this time. And I was being positive about Trump. I think that's why you left last time. But we are in between chapters, and they just finished God's house. It took them 7 years. You aren't supposed to want anything. I want people to start commenting on the substance of my videos. I mean, other than like in my live chat sometimes, but people don't comment at all a lot. But then when they comment on my videos, they comment about stupid shit. Well, I don't know what he is. I'm banned from politics. All I know is what I see isn't any different from how he's always been. From beginning to end. It's like when people watch my videos and I say something they don't like and then they never come back again. I didn't change, they changed. I'm still rude, disrespectful, offensive. I didn't get any different. They got different. And then it's like, well, what exactly is supposed to happen? If I'm the same, they've got different, and then they start talking shit about me. You know, like, oh, now she's so nice with the Christians, she's so mean. It's like, no, the fuck I'm not. Just because Christians watch my channel doesn't mean I became any different. They became different. I don't know. But I hate talking about Trump. This is not a politic channel. This is a Bible channel. And I need to remember that. Although I do love me some conspiracy theories, I'm not even gonna lie about that. I love conspiracies. I absolutely do. I am not even gonna front about that. I love conspiracies. Except for though we didn't land on a moon thing and the earth is flat. Don't even come at me with that shit, because I don't give a fuck. I like to believe in my country, even if my country doesn't believe in me. I live here, and I gotta make it the best I can because I'm American and I'm able to. That's all I know. But the conspiracies about the deep state, oh yeah, I fucking love that shit. Absolutely do. Society runs mankind. Yeah, something like that. I don't. No, man did create society. We're supposed to be different, but in harmony. We're supposed to have a hive mind towards God. And I learned that in the Old Testament. But it's really hard to have a hive mind when Christians like MAGA, and I'm going to shit on MAGA for a second because they also kicked me out of their group. Everybody wants to be smarter than everybody. Nobody wants to get along for the same thing because somebody's got to be smarter than the next person. Somebody's always got to be a leader. Somebody's always got to be smarter than the next guy. That's why Christians deflect. That's why anarchy will never work, because nobody can agree on anything. nobody can follow unless they're forced to. Look, I've already said the universe is not expanding. We're getting closer to the black hole that's sucking our universe into it. Think about it. We're rotating, right? We're rotating. How does water go down the toilet bowl? It rotates. And what does a black hole do? It sucks things into it. What's in the center of our universe? A fucking black hole. So, fuck the global warming bullshit. Like, people really, 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 really need to, like, take that into account. Space is not getting bigger. We're getting farther away. I don't know. And I believe the scientists know that, but they're just not telling anybody. It doesn't. It doesn't. I said that. That was me. My conspiracy mind. I told you I love conspiracies. I made that up myself because I just feel like that's closer to the right answer, because a black hole is in the middle of our universe and we rotate like water going down a drain. And that's what black holes do. They suck things into them. We just happen to have been far enough away to not be sucked in immediately. I'm just saying your Bible should point you to a flat earth, not against it. No, maps. Maps are why the earth looks flat. I don't know. I don't care. And it's your Bible too, asshole. Look, it's also your Bible. Really, it's everybody's Bible. Whether you're Christian or pagan, it's still your Bible. When you buy a Bible, it's your Bible. And when you listen to the Bible, it's a Bible story for you. You are involved in the Bible talk also. No. See, I'm one of those heathens that actually believes in real science. But anybody look into G6 and AI? Oh yeah, 6G. That 5G shit. I think that's what gives me brain headaches sometimes. Although I still have 5G internet, I don't have 6G because I don't have fiber optics. Although they did install fiber optics like 3 houses down from me. Sure did. So I don't know. I think whatever waves come off that fiber optics gives me a headache. No, it's not a conspiracy when it's true. I say that about everything. Shit that Q said, like, 4 or 5 years ago that was in the Q post. A lot of that stuff is happening now. And it's like, didn't I say that a couple of years ago? Wasn't that a thing I was saying a couple of years ago? And I've been like, I've had a lot of hardship over Q and President Trump, and I'm banned from politics. So I'm really not even supposed to be talking about politics, but I love conspiracies. As long as it's not too much politics, I should be okay. Oh, and that nanotechnology. China and Iran are working together on nanotechnology. Why everybody's worried about all these wars and shit. China and Iran are working together on nanotechnology. Absolutely are. Yep. It's China and Iran are doing it. And China's doing a lot of the AI. You should look what they're doing with drones. Yeah, if it ever becomes a drone warfare, we're all fucked. Because it is in people's bodies. Yeah, I know that. I know that. But luckily for me, I only got the second shot. The guy that gave me my first shot gave me a placebo on purpose. And the lady that gave me the second shot, she gave me the actual shot. But I've been drinking tonic water with quinine, which kind of nullifies the shots. It nullifies them, and I've been pretty good. I haven't been shedding. Nobody's got COVID from me. I never got COVID. But I still have to drink that tonic water with quinine. Because I think maybe if I don't, I'll end up getting COVID. Yeah, I think it's going to end up being something where your body, they're just going to say, your body can work with AI to do things, whatever you're thinking. And it's because they put that shit in your body when they gave you the hokey pokey. Yeah, it'll be able to do something like that. They'll experiment on Chinese people until they get whatever works with the nano shit that they put in you when they gave you the hokey pokey. Yeah. That's why they wanted everybody to get it, because they used it as fallout experiments. It was a bioterrorism war, a bioterrorism weapon from China that they're going to try to make positive because we can talk to robots. Something stupid. We're being used as fallout experiments. But I didn't mean to use all my time to get in uh, conspiracies, actually, but I love it though. Oh, hey, cousin, I didn't even see you were here. Jason says you're awesome. I appreciate that. that where I left off? Man, I am terrible at things. Hey fam, true love is always bigger than the game, and you are a loving woman. I try to be. I try to be. I've done some research on it with Nova. It's just gonna be the way it is. I'm a pure blood as far as I know. Yeah, I'm just lucky I only got one of them because I told that pharmacist I was being forced to get it and I didn't want to get it. So he gave me the saltwater one. But the lady gave me the second one because I was forced into getting it. I emotionally blackmailed, actually. Emotionally blackmailed. You should be, if you didn't get the shot, you should be a pure blood. I don't know what's going on with the shedding thing. I don't know how the shedding works, but I know that people who got the shot, they shed something. I don't know. But what do you know about it, General Piggy? What do you know about it, cuz? Or anybody else who happens to be watching? And I apologize to everyone if you came here for the Bible. I guess we're talking about conspiracies. I know I don't care. Let the world burn. No, we can't let the world burn. And God did not fail. That's not even a thing. Us humans failed because we don't know how to stand up for ourselves. Because we've become docile from the fluoride they dumped in the water to harden our pineal glands so we can't open our third eyes. But also, but he only gave you free will to pick which God that you wanted to serve. Was it going to be him or some other God? Some people pick God and some people pick the world, you know. And, you know, with down here being Angel Boot Camp, it's supposed to be hard. There's supposed to be trial and tribulation. So you can be salted with fire and go to heaven and fight God's army. But if you're godly, not Christian, well, I should say Paulstic, if you're not that, you know, you should be able to see the better way, not get fogged up with all this. Well, you can't understand the Bible unless you understand this other shit. You can't get mixed up in that bullshit, or it'll just slow you down. But humans are proven they can't use it right. You would be surprised at who goes to heaven. If you have a good heart, you go to heaven. If you have an evil heart and you only do evil things, you are going to hell. If you just have no good in you at all, which is a thing, some people don't have good in them at all, and they go to hell. I'm crashing for the night. Good night, cousin. I love you. It's okay. It's okay, cousin. And no, you belong with me. You belong to me. You belong in my church. You're not bad at all. If you were bad, you would not have been drawn to my channel to maybe understand a different side of the Bible, because everybody that's ever taught you about the Bible has failed you because you don't understand it. You don't speak their language. You speak my language, so you stay here. Because I give you a different interpretation and different understanding of what things actually mean, because I speak human. I don't speak word magic. I speak real people language. And I think I give a better understanding to people who have been failed by the church. Like me. I've been going to church a lot of my life and never understood any of it. But I started reading it for myself, and I feel like I understand it. It's not deep. Okay, hold on. I can't read that fast. Just join the fight against God. No, you don't want to fight against God. Are you kidding? It's not the end all. It is. There. Damn it. I'm trying to read it. There is higher powers, one dark, no one light. Yeah. But I feel like God's left side is dark. That's why he doesn't like the left side. What is to understand that some people, some place wrote something. I hear you say the words. I believe the fucking word of it. Well, that's okay. You don't have to. Just stay with me. Something might pop out at you. The church didn't fail me. Well, you're the one that lost your faith. What failed you? Something did. God did. I don't think God failed you. I think that God was giving you a different opportunity that you didn't see. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know your situation. I just know that you hang with me and I love that. So, I don't know. I don't need a church. No, you need the party pen. I need God. And that's who we're looking for. Nobody wants to fight against God. I said, if he sends me to hell, better believe I'm on TV. Oh, man. Well, I guess you would only... Hell is where you don't hear or see God. Hell is a life without God. Hell is meaningless. All you do is just see, but that's what I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that I've seen heaven in real life and I'd rather go there than hell. And I wasn't even in like super heaven. I was in ghetto heaven where they live on dirt floors. So I know that heaven is a place that is actually quite comfortable. And I know when I came out of that coma, I was really pissed off that they woke me up from that coma. But now I'm kind of glad that they woke me up. Nobody wants to fight. Sex and drugs. Look. Sex on drugs is what I did for like 15 years. And I could tell you, I'd much rather be reading this book than having sex on drugs. And sex on drugs only landed me one place. And it landed me in an experience that I don't regret, but it's an experience I'd rather not go back to. Good night, sweetheart. You have sweet dreams. I love you too, cousin. And thanks for listening to my beginning comments. Thank you. Thank you. And I love you so much. Oh, real quick. I know that I didn't see the Easter basket thing. But when I watched my video back, I seen it. And if that really happens, I'm totally looking forward to it. Because I'm out of candy. I've been there. And when I did, I gave it all to God. Yeah, He's the only one that can fix your feelings about Him. Because, well, that's His business. And I know sometimes I ask God for things and then it's like, oh. Like right now, I'm asking Him to help me keep my house so I can still feed the raccoons. But it seems like it just gets harder and harder and harder. And I really don't want to leave my raccoons. And hopefully God doesn't want me to leave them either. But it's really hard to let it go without wanting to control some of it because I don't want to be homeless anymore. I don't want to be homeless. And I don't want to be searching for a house when the car barely works and we have 10 years of stuff in this house and nowhere to put it. So I don't know. But I know that I have to give it to God without wanting to take over. Because I did my part of it. Now it's up to God. Or, some people believe the universe or the creator or whatever. It's big guy. It's God. And I don't want to be homeless. And I want to be able to feed the raccoons. because they're my little friends. Well, there's a lot of people that don't believe in Das Juden or, Jesus. And a lot of the people that don't believe in Jesus are Jehovah's Witnesses, Orthodox Jews. There's a lot of people that don't believe in Jesus. You say Jesus and read the Bible. I do, because that's the only thing I have. General Piggy, what else do I have? I don't have anything else. I have to believe in Jesus and the Bible, or I don't have anything. I don't have these videos. I don't have this live stream. I don't have anything if I don't have those things. Old Testament is to establish the New Testament. But clearly I stopped caring about typing right now. It's okay. It's okay, General. And both were written by corrupt men and passed down for 2,000 years. Yeah, but I point that out, General Piggy. Now, you know that I do. When that shit comes up, I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's just no fucking way. And you know that. And I do that. Well, we are fucked. We're fucking being sucked into a black hole. If we don't blow ourselves up, we're going into the black hole. It's not 2,000 years old. It's like fucking 46 billion years old. Jesus was 2,000 years ago. But the earth is like 46 billion years old or something. Everything is coming out about we have been lied to and manipulated for years, yet you still want to believe in books written by man. Now, again, General Piggy, you know my channel, and I point that shit out. And I tell you every time, I am outnumbered on my own fucking channel. Like, nobody believes what I believe. And a lot of it is opposite of a lot of this stuff. And I tell you, and I argue with my mom about it, to the point to where my mom won't talk to me about the Bible anymore. Actually, nobody will talk to me about the Bible anymore. That's why people come in and then quit coming in, because I am radical. Yeah, people watch 7 minutes into my videos, which is usually just the intro, and they quit watching. There are very few people that watch all the way through, because I'm radical. I am extreme. You can't trust a fucking thing. No, but you can trust I mean what the fuck I say though. Because I'm willing to argue about it with you. Because I think they're fucking liars. And they believe what Das Juden. Look, people go to Bible school to learn the verses that they need to teach the people. And you know who picked those verses? Das Juden. That's why people only pay attention to the red words Jesus says instead of the whole context on why he said that shit. That's why people get so fucked up and so mixed up about the Bible, because it does not mean what they say. That's why they can't figure it out. That's why there needs to be more people like me who say and read what the Bible says word for word or story for story. And it may be chopped down into American words, but you can read it yourself. You know, did you know that's where I got fucked up? And I grew up down I went to school down the street from 103.5 radio station in Hazel Park, Michigan. That's where I grew up. And I think it's 103.4. It's 103.4. It plays oldies, right? And Detroit is where I got fucked up, in Southwest Detroit, 3 streets away from the Canadian Bridge. I got jumped there. By 2 dudes in work boots who had no job. It's not about being outnumbered though. You think a single person agrees with me? At a different point in my life, I believed you. I believed something like you. But I was a crackhead. I was a crack whore. I was a terrible person and I did terrible things. And I went to prison for it. You are sharing. I've seen spiritual stuff or different dimension stuff in my 52-year walk so far. I know. I was there. I went to heaven when I was in a coma. Yeah, sure did. I used to play with astral projection and dreams. I stopped really quick. Then that stuff started seeping into the world. Yeah, but that was Jesus, though, I'm telling you. When he opened that door and there was that light behind him and he was there, I felt it in my belly. And I was like, oh my God, it's you. And then I forced him to give me a hug. And he gave me a hug and I came out of the coma. But I couldn't see what he looked like because he was dark, standing in that. You know how like when door opens and then it's bright light and then you're looking in the door but you can't make it out real quick because it just looks so dark. But you know who it is by the way that it's shaped. Oh, I never did that. Oh, you're not even talking to me. Man. Hey, Robert, welcome. Well, they say sometimes people who drink on their medicine have really fucked up dreams. But also, there's people who were alive at one time but have pictures from another time. Like some dude from like the Western had his picture taken in the 20s. But again, I don't know. Nicolas Cage. That's who it was. Nicolas Cage. I think that's who it was. Like, they found a picture of him in the 1950s or something. Oh, you guys. I don't have dreams. Sometimes I dream about bathrooms though, and I have to get up or I'll pee on myself. Look, has anybody ever had a dream about a bathroom? Don't go to the bathroom if you dream about the bathroom. Dimensions and stuff talk to me more than a Christian God, and that's my being Catholic until a month. Look, Catholicism is a devil. And you can read the Old Testament and notice it's anti-Catholic. It's anti-Mormon. It's anti-everything but follow the 10 Commandments. That's pretty much all you have to do. And that's what Jesus said also. Don't be like these people and follow the 10 Commandments. Love your God, don't be a dick, and don't murder people. Give up your sins and follow Christ. Do what Christ does. Be kind, but stand up for yourself. And remember, Revelation's already happened. I'm a born-again Christian. I know it. Non-denominational church is my rock. Jesus is and was the church before religion today in 2026. Yeah, I'm not a Christian, but I've been baptized in Lake Huron by a Native American, and I got my baptism feather and everything. I got it taped up on my weed tray. But I'm not Christian. I'm closer to a heathen. I try to be a good person, but most of the time I'm bad at everything. I don't know how to be a real person, and the only thing I'm good at is reading this Bible. I'm mostly a failure. Actually, I'm a complete failure and I'm brain dead. And the only thing I know pretty well is the Bible. I don't know math. I don't know science. I don't know history. I don't know most things. Hey, so did I. I got baptized in August when I was like 33. I was on Discord, and me and these guys from Discord, the Native American was the one who baptized us. I'm in Ohio. A guy from New York came. We drove to Detroit. Well, we drove to Lake Huron, and we got baptized in Lake Huron. Me and this guy from New York. We got baptized by a Native American, and we got our feathers. It was a very impromptu thing. I made my mom come and get me from here in Ohio to drive 4 hours north, 4 hours northwest, to go get baptized. I'm not a saint. I'm a saint. Fuck yeah. And look, call yourself a saint. If Paul can call himself an apostle, even though he's an imposter, we can call ourselves saints. And if Luke can say he understands all things and then gets the story all fucked up, and he can call himself the smartest of all, we can call ourselves. Of course. As long as you know why you're being baptized, it doesn't matter who baptizes. As long as you know that you are clean and forgiven and all of those things, that's all that matters. His walk with Jesus is his walk with Jesus. And my walk with Jesus leads me right here to y'all to try to be the best sage, best saintly sage I can be. You know. Okay. Oh. You know. Samuel killed what people? The heathens? Yeah. But that's okay, because he didn't kill me. Or any of my ancestors, so fuck that guy. I'm saying my stories are true. Yeah, sadly, so are mine. Yeah. It's real fun having experiences, even though they seem like they're bad at the time. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't be me without them. And you wouldn't be yours without them either. Oh, well, that's good. Because I smoke weed and I haven't in like an hour. So, you're doing way better than me, dude. And you said that just as I was thinking about hitting my bowl. Oh, my back itches. I got baptized. No, Lake Huron. I don't know if that's in Port Huron or not. Maybe it is. Oh, look. General Piggy. You know what? I think that's what my pecker looks like. That third one, the pencil. I live in Macomb County, in Michigan. That's where a lot of my family lives. Oh, well, actually, they live in Oakland County, but some of them live in Macomb County because they don't want to look cool. But my family's from Ferndale, and they used to own the Hilton Market on Hilton and Campbell. And my parents used to own Shots Bar on 8.5 and John R. And I grew up on 8.5 and John R. Like 2 streets away from 8 Mile. Yeah, that's why I'm so fucked up. It's in the water, you know. I'm just kidding. I'm so fucked up because it's better to be fucked up than to be fucked on. So. Shelby Township in Macomb County. Is that the nice neighborhood? It might be the nice neighborhood. Or middle class. Because I know in one of those townships, like Fortune 500 guys live there. But a lot of them, I think, live in Sterling Heights on like 16 Mile. Way the fuck far away from any of those miles. But I want to thank everybody for coming. I know that I ran into Kid Rock in Utica and Eminem in Washington Township. I believe that because why the hell would they stay where they're from? Although I think Kid Rock is from Utica and Madonna's from Rochester Hills. ICP is from Berkeley and Ferndale. Yeah, 24 Mile. Yeah, that's good. Isn't that over there by the Butterfly Arcade? Man, the Butterfly Arcade was like the best place ever. But we should stop giving shit away before people start stalking my family. Nobody's gonna be stalking my family. Could you imagine? Don't imagine that. Okay, are we gonna be here? Do you guys want to talk some more? General Piggy, where did you go? Butterfly is on Van Dyke. Yup, that's exactly where it is. Van Dyke. Yup, but that was like the funnest place. Oh man, I used to love that arcade. I never did the roller cars though, or whatever. I would always go there at night with my best friend Vinny. Yep. Are you still in Michigan? It's gonna be. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, just doing some things. Or are you still hanging out? Because I really gotta go pee, and I want you guys to hang out. But if we're all going, then I could just go and say good night. Although I didn't want to because we were having a good conversation, uh, Peggy, and but we were talking about a lot of cool things. You know, why don't I have veins anywhere else in my body? Or right here in my wrist. So then when they take blood, they would rather poke all over my elbow where there is no veins instead of like right here on my hands where there's clearly veins. These people. My friend was a bouncer there. His name was Frank. Oh, man. Man, that place was so cool, wasn't it? It was way better than Dave and Buster's. I thought Dave and Buster's sucks compared to the Butterfly. But I suppose they probably didn't make any money on their little race car thing. Yeah, I would like to do me first, but I give a shit, you know. I don't just like want to go pee and then you're like, well, I'm ready to go to bed because that would have been a complete waste of your time. So that's why I was asking first. But I'm guessing with that answer, that means you're going to stay for a second. I'm just going to assume that's what you mean because I really do have to pee. Yes. Well, of course, I'm talking the 90s. Well, it would have been the late 90s because I wasn't really old enough. Well, and I was in juvie a lot of the early 90s. Yeah, I'm one of those recidivists. I went to jail as a kid and ended up in prison as an adult. I'm a statistic. It's funny because it's true. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay. So, I guess, do you want to read another chapter now that we've totally been off subject and have been talking wild shit for the past fucking hour and a half? Because I love talking wild shit. Absolutely do. We could probably read another chapter. Because I'm gonna Barrymore on Hall Road, or Imperial James, Bowling Alley. No, I never been. I thought I went to Barrymore's once. Talk more wild shit. Okay, you give us the topic, sweetheart. Because me and Bod are just talking about old times in Detroit. Well, actually, it would like be northeastern Michigan, kind of. No, it'd be northwestern, because northeastern is like Grand Rapids and Ann Arbor and shit like that. Okay. Well, I noticed there was a couple people here. What conspiracy theories do we want to talk about for a second, I guess? Because then when I go to sleep, I'll have all sorts of things to listen to. Because I listen to these things when I go to sleep. I watch them on 2 times speed because they're funnier that way. Okay, what wild shit do we have to talk about? I actually, I said earlier that I thought it might be the 6G that was giving me a headache, but I just realized it was 5G, and I don't have anything in my house that protects from 5G. And 5G is supposed to give you headaches and whatnot. But people say it's my brain injuries that give me headaches, but I don't think it is. I think it might be that 5G shit, and I don't have any 5G protector shit. Yeah, I believe that. Them dudes down there, it, they don't play. There's a lot. Like, people think Detroit is funny, but it's not. They will seriously hurt you. For real, seriously hurt you. I'm living proof of that. You don't even have to do anything. You just laugh wrong and they will try to kill you. They will take your shit and try to kill you. Like, you should see when Detroiters go other places and people start to be funny. No, it don't work. I've even done it to the dudes at the corner store, literally right there. They were saying something in their funny language. And I said, do you got something to say? Because I'm from Detroit and I don't play that bullshit. I'll smack the fuck out of you. And he's like, no, I wasn't talking to you. I was like, well then quit fucking me like you're talking about me. Either say to my face or shut the fuck up. And Dustin got so mad at me. But I was like, I don't. Mm-mm. No. You got something to say, you fucking say it. Because I'm not, I might be the one, but I wasn't the one at that time. And I've seen other Detroiters do the same thing. It's not just me, it's not just my brothers. Because my brothers go places and people try to be cute. It's like, do I got sweet on my forehead? I don't fucking think so. Even if I lose the fight, I will fight you. I'll beat you with my broken arm. I'll beat you with my paralyzed arm. Are you talking about me? Mindfuck? Yeah. I love that. But I don't know, like, how to exactly find those videos. Dustin shows them to me about Detroiters freaking out on people. I don't know how to find them. Like, there was this one black guy. He beat this teenager up for laughing at him or something. And that old guy just beat that kid up and was like, I'm from Detroit, bitch. I don't play that shit. It was so funny. Oh, yeah. Don't get trapped in the trap house there. You'll never get out. It, no. Once you get with those people, you stay with those people. And if you leave those people, they call you a traitor. They call you all kinds of fucking names. They call you everything but doing good. Yeah, you can't. You have to move really far away to get away from those people because And they know you'll always come back. Always. Because that's what happened to my Aunt Mary. Somebody took her to Mexico to keep her clean. And she figured out a way to get right back down there to 8 Mile and overdosed 2 weeks later. And it was fucking terrible. And it's like, why do you do that? Why did you do that? Because you always go back. You always go back. Because those people make you feel like they love you. But the second you start doing good, then people will not know you and they will call you everything but doing better. But it's the same way in Philadelphia. It's the same way in Cincinnati. It's the same way in any ghetto. You go to the ghetto and you try to do something good in the ghetto and they ruin it for you and make you feel shitty. Yeah, not even cops can go down the street. Oh yeah. Mm-mm. If they don't know you, they will shoot at you. You have to know somebody. But then they'll still call you a cop. They'll still call you a cop until you prove to them that you're not. And you gotta do some shit to prove that you're not. And at the end of the day, it's not worth it. And you're just selling your soul for something stupid. I did it in Philadelphia. I didn't do dirt in my own backyard. Because don't shit where you sleep. Because you start shitting where you sleep, you're bound to be left alone. So don't shit where you sleep. It's like, what is that, like 6 Mile or something, right? I-94 is like the 6 Mile area. 7 Mile. Or down there in southwest Detroit. That's also really bad. Yeah, the road to hell. Yeah, 7 Mile, that's what I thought. Yeah, the road to hell is usually paved with good intentions. Look, because down here, when I was 19, I used to drive a girl to downtown Dayton to pick up cocaine all the time. Yep. I got arrested, and the judge was like, stop doing that, and threw me in jail for like 5 hours. For first time I ever went to adult jail was for like 5 hours. I cried. Was it a hard lesson? Mine was a hard lesson. Man, I can't believe you're from the same place as me, dude. That is fucking wild. Do I know you in real life? Do I know you? Did you grow up in Hazel Park, Ferndale, Red Oak? Because I was always running away to Red Oak. Always. I would hang out in Ferndale. Yeah. But remember, addiction is a choice. People know what they're doing. They just choose not to see it. It's not, it might stem from a mental disorder, but at the end of the day, you know what you're doing. Hey, that's pretty cool. Oh, and thank you for the cookie, by the way, but thank you. I'm not opening these cookies till my birthday. The first cookies I got, I gave them away. You know, the first pills I got, I gave them to Neo and Severe and Classical Chick. Yep, I gave them a lot of my gold pills, and then Dustin was like, don't get your gold pills until your birthday, which is in November. So, yeah, whatever gold pills I get to open on my birthday. Um, yeah, look, I love ICP. That's my favorite band. Well, okay. It's Typo Negative, Cradle of Filth. Well, okay. Typo Negative, ICP, Cradle of Filth, Creed, and Simon and Garfunkel. Yep, those are my bands. And sometimes they're in that order. But when I'm here by myself, I usually just listen to the same 12 ICP songs from like 20 years ago. From like the Joker's cards, the original Joker cards. Yeah, all the time. And if I had enough money, I would ask Violent J to come into my church one time so I could tell him thank you. Oh, I don't know because when ICP first came out, I think I was still a kid, like young. Welcome, General Piggy. Why do you do that to my channel? I don't know why you do that to my channel. Well, what's on your mind, General Piggy? What are you thinking about? And is that the bat signal on her booth? I bet it is. Actually, I don't know that for sure. Oh no. Oh, that's Pepe. That's funny. Fago time. Yeah. They only sell 2 types of Fago at the store. The orange cream soda, which is amazing, and Fago Red Pop, which is my favorite. Although I really like Rock and Rye, but they don't sell that down here. It's Pepe Boobs. Pepe Boobies. So, like, if you guys are praying, guys, pray for me to get this house so I can keep my raccoons, please. I would appreciate it. Because I don't want to move. And I don't want to be homeless for a short amount of time. I don't want to be homeless for any amount of time. Because if I'm homeless, I won't be able to make these live streams for a little while. Speaking of live streams, I need to message Matt and tell him I gotta end my subscription. Which is really sad. I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys. I don't mean to bring it back to me, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what to do. I guess I gotta forget about it and just let him handle it, right? This is gonna test my faith. This is what it's gonna be. It's gonna test my bullshit, seeing as I preach about it all the time. Like, and especially General Piggy, I preach to him about it all the time. You gotta just have faith, let go and let God. But am I willing to do that? And if I am, I willing to take no, like, am I willing to deal with him telling me no? And am I going to see the opportunity that comes with him saying no? But I hope he doesn't say no because I take care of nature. No, I'm from 8.5 and John R. The only part of Sterling Heights I've ever been in is 16 Mile in those condos right on like 16 and something. 16 and Van Dyke, maybe. You're in the same boat, General Piggy. How are you dealing with it? Are you dealing any better than me? Did I say Hazel Park because I'm from Hazel Park? Are you in Cincinnati? The Goo Goo Dolls are kind of good. I mean, I think their songs are kind of cheesy now, but they were really good back in the day. Especially that song from the Nicolas Cage movie about angels. What the hell was that movie called? The city of Los Angeles, something like that. Or Lost Angels, something. City of Angels. It was something like that. NF. Is that Newfound Glory? And Goo Goo Dolls. Newfound Glory wasn't at the same time as the Goo Goo Dolls, was it? Look, my phone's spying on me again. This is like the third time.
The Goo Goo Dolls released their hit single.
What the fuck is happening? I don't want to know. It's telling me about the Goo Goo Dolls. I don't give a shit about the Goo Goo Dolls. Oh, Neil answered. Oh. Neil said he can't come because he's got to work in the morning. Neil said the same thing. Well, Neil didn't say that. Well, he said it yesterday. That they couldn't come because they work too much. Don't know what to do either. Well, General Piggy, are you in Cincinnati? Gifted the can. It's cool that we have some stomping ground. Yes, the Hazel Park racetrack, right? That's the one in Hazel Park, right across the street from Church's Chicken, right? Right by Derby's Bar and Grill. What is that? Fucking 9 mile, 10 miles, something like that. Yeah. It used to be by the old Kmart. Yeah. That was the first place I ever stole from. And I stole a Culture Club tape. And I didn't even know who Culture Club was, except for that one song. Come a chameleon. You come and go. Yeah. I know exactly where that is. I skipped school. That's the first place I ever stole from. Was Kmart. I skipped school. And look, we also broke into the ice skating rink. And somehow we ended upstairs. And it was so dark up there that I fell down a flight of stairs, broke both my ankles, taped them with sticks so they would stay straight. I still never got them fixed. They just fall sometimes, all the time, because I broke them and never fixed them. I just taped sticks to my legs and walked around. Yep. And then I ran away the next day and went to juvie 2 weeks later. And then ran away again and went to a group home like a month later. Yeah. It was a good time. I was in jail from like 12 to 17. Well, I was in between jail and the group home, juvie and the group home. All the time. That's one of the reasons I have a hard time believing that guys go into group homes and steal girls, because nobody ever came in my group home and stole any girls. None of us ever got out for like a long time. And there was, well, one time my mom came for a visit and broke me out of there for like 3 weeks. I got so drunk and I didn't even get violated by my parole officer. She just let my mom kidnap me from the group home for like 3 weeks. Yep. But still, the same girls were there. Guys never came in and stole any of the girls. Maybe we were all too ugly. I don't know. I always prided myself in being too ugly for a serial killer. Like, it's either I'm too ugly for a serial killer or I'm too charming to be killed by a serial killer. Not exactly sure which one. But hopefully it's I'm too ugly for a serial killer. And then that would mean I'll never get serial killed because I'm too ugly. Yay! I have a defense. But I do have a plan. If somebody ever comes in and tries to rape me, I'm going to rape him first. I'm going to leave him with post-traumatic stress disorder. He's going to have to go to meetings about the time he broke into somebody's house and they violated him first. I want to be the reason a criminal has PTSD. Yep. I want to be the reason for that shit. That's why sometimes I run around here with no pants on. Because you never know. I've done 60 days, but I didn't do it. I kept my mouth shut and allowed it to play out. Do you want to know how I ended up in prison? Let me know if you want to know, because I'll tell you. Because I got arrested for something stupid. And then my loud mouth, yeah. I told him I wanted to go to prison. I said, Your Honor, dude. No, actually, I said, excuse me, dude. And he said, It's Your Honor. I said, Your Honor, dude. I need to go to prison. And he's like, What? I said, I need an education. I need to go to prison. Because if you send me to jail, I'm coming back tomorrow. Do you want break? And he was like, 2 years on the state penitentiary. And I told him, thank you. I said, thank you. Little did he know, it didn't save me from the streets. They got me anyway. But, gentle lambs, oh my God, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Nobody's going to watch this. Oh, thank you for the can again, by the way. I don't know if I told you that from before, but thank you. I highly appreciate it. And I will be thinking of you when I spend it on ice cream in November. Oh, Spaz quit streaming. No way. I have been in 6 or 7 times. Are you still live? Because... Are you still live, Spaz? Oh, you've been in prison 6 or 7 times. Look, once you start, you just can't stop. Because, like, those people in the prison, they become your friends. Like, when I was just after 18. Yeah, that's especially when they become your friends. Yeah, criminals love young people because they can train them to be criminals. so that they have some kind of legacy or something. I think they might not see it as a legacy, but if you teach someone to be a criminal, they'll always remember it. Good, good. I've been out of prison since 2015. 11 years. I've been out of prison 11 years. I don't have the heart to be a criminal. it it definitely takes guts and fearlessness. That's what it takes. That's why a lot of people do drugs when they're criminals, because it's hard to do when you're sober. It's hard to be a terrible person when you're sober. Some people, other people can just be terrible people sober. But a lot of people, it takes drugs. There's always that one family member. You're right. There's always that one family member who's a bad influence. Always. I have one of those. Oh, you're in Pennsylvania? That's where I did my prison time and all my dirt in Southwest Philly. Yep, I was in Cambridge Springs Women's State Penitentiary. Yeah, I was, I guess it would be medium security, medium low security, because I wasn't really all that bad. I was a drug addict who was doing stupid things and happened to rob drug dealers. But I did not get in trouble for that. I got in trouble for drugs. They never caught me doing anything too bad. Ever heard of Art David Robinson? No, but that's North Philly. I, if he is real bad, he's probably from North Philly. And if he's on death penalty, man, he must have been really bad. But you know what? I'll look that name up on presided was a parole violation, 18 months. Oh, I have a lot of those too. Drug charges and parole violations. I have a lot of those. Oh yeah. They catch me with drugs all the time. But they never like gave me drug charges. They always gave me parole violations. Can I look them up on True Crime? I'll look him up on True Crime and I'll watch his documentary. I love that. See, I watch True Crime sometimes to see if there's people I went to prison with before, but there never is. But the other day, check it out. The other day, I was watching the True Crime, and the second house me and Dustin ever lived in, some dude murdered his wife in that house. And it was wild. And I told Dustin, I said, we used to live here, didn't we? He's like, I think we lived next door. I was like, no, we lived there. Yep. I don't know. I don't know if that's awesome or not. But I know I lived in a murder house, even though the murder happened before or after I lived there. Parole violation on a charge they said I stole. Never had any of it down the street after being isolated. Yeah, people are fucked up, man. Especially like if you're by yourself and they team up on you. Yeah, that is a real problem. They probably hit it. See, the problem with the people that I learned in Philadelphia is they will steal your shit and have help you look for it. Or they'll hide your shit or their shit and say you stole it because they want to do all the drugs by themselves. They don't want to share with you. Yeah, and people don't ever want you to find them out. Everybody wears a mask. That's one of the things why I enjoy your channel so much and enjoy my channel so much because it's not pretend. Like, we say and do real things, and there's nothing fucking pretend about it. So it's better to watch. You know what I mean? It's better to pay. I don't know. I don't want to say to pay attention to, but it's better than like just all the fakeness that's been going on in the world. Like, people need something real, something tangible that's not fucking claymation in human form. Real awkward. Okay, give me a second. The only reason I was in that place was because a friend said he got a place for me and two girls. That girls are honeypots. If your friend has girls, watch out. He stayed one night. Yeah. People wanted to do drugs without you, dude. That's how that shit goes. Even if it was just weed or something, they wanted to do it without you. From yeah. See, I think the more people in a place keeps it warm. Sometimes the electric used to get shut off, and I would tell my son, the house's battery died. And he used to go around and tell people, yeah, if we shut off the light, like, the batteries went out. That shit's fucked up. He didn't. Yeah, he just fucked up. No, you're fine. What else are we talking about? We're just talking about random shit. If you go back and watch it, we talk about all sorts of shit. We talk about the Hokey Pokey. We talk about me and Bot being from the same areas, just a few cities apart. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And Dustin took the idea from you about not opening the gold pills until my birthday. So that's what I'm gonna do, because that was a great idea. And we totally jocked it because it was a great idea, because I was just giving pills away to everybody, and Dustin's like, stop it. But I gave them to people that I like, though. I gave them to Neo, Severe, and Classical Chick. And I think I gave you some too, Spell, didn't I? If not, next time we go live, I'm just gonna bump them on you. But I think I did before. But now I don't remember. Now I feel like an asshole. Damn. I hope I did. Because if not, I put my foot in my mouth again. This is the second day, third time today. Second day in a row, third time today, I put my foot in my mouth. I love the way my toes taste. No. That was a weird thing to say. You see what I mean? I'm just saying weird shit. I'm drunk on coffee. Well, Spaz, if I don't, well, no, you know what? I'm pretty sure I did, because I pressed the red pill and not the blue pill one. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I paid my penance for not pressing the blue pill. Now I remember. Also, did you listen to that Cannibal Corpse song? You know, when you're by yourself, listen to it, because it's so fucking awesome. Because it came out and it reminds me of the Hokey Pokey. Because he says, the dark side of science brings the weapons of war. And that's that bioweapon that China released on us that one time. And put nanobots in our body. Yeah. That happened. They were using Fallout experiments on the people. Good time. But anyway, see, there you go with my conspiracy brain again. See, yeah, and we were talking about conspiracy theories. Yeah, we were talking about all kinds of shit. But the Cannibal Corpse song is very awesome to listen to. And if you feel froggy, my favorite song to twerk to is Feasting on the Blood of the Insane by 6 Feet Under. Oh, that is the best song to fucking dance to. I'm not even lying. Man, because it's got the funkiest fucking beats, like... Or, Open Coffin Orgy by 6 Feet Under. Oh, forget about it. That shit's for Daisy. It's for the birds. Oh, it's so good. He's like, open coffin orgy. Open coffin orgy. Yeah, It's so fucking awesome. That song came out when I was in prison. Yeah. And there's another one. Something about the dead. Something. Silence of the Dead. I don't know. Oh, but then there is also a different one. Stripped and Strangled. That's from the Bleeding album. I think it's one of their first albums. It's called The Bleeding. And they have a song called Stripped and Strangled. It is the best song. Oh, it's so fucking amazing. And I like to sing it and like the jazz piano snappy kind. It's like I come alive in the darkness and murdered them nameless. And then I buried them rotten, half eaten by insects. It's like, oh, that's so fucking amazing. Yeah. Look, Spaz. Yeah. Totally worth listening to. Yeah. It'll give you everything you love. It's like, oh, I fucking love that song. And then, like, you can sing it in that, like, piano style with that one guy. Or like that one guy does when he sings Cannibal Corpse songs using the piano. But I do it with 6 Feet Under and I can't even play the piano. I just use my fingers and snap. That's like a piano, right? Damn, did Spaz disappear? Damn it. Why? I was just talking about metal. You're like the metal guy. But then again, no, 6 Feet Under and Cannibal Corpse are not too hard for you. I was gonna say, because there's a lot of people that are like, don't even know what Cannibal Corpse is. Or Deboom Boogier. That song, Succubus and Rapture. That's a good one too. You're the devil's whore. Yeah. Or the song, Sacrilegious Scorn. I am hatred, darkness, and despair. Yeah. My Descendants. The story of every man. I am hatred, darkness, and despair. But then they have a song called Gateways. I kind of don't like the girl in that song because I feel like she just is annoying and she ruins the song. But it is a very good song and it has a really great message. And if you understand it, it's a great message. But I think if you listen to the song, it's very easy to understand. Because he's like, be the broken or the breaker, be the giver or the undertaker. Unlatch and open the door. Be the hero or the breaker. Yeah, that's a really good song. Anyway, I guess nobody's got anything. I don't know what to say. I could sit and talk about these metal songs all day. But what else does anybody got to talk about? There's 8 people visiting the party pen, so one of you has to have something to think about, something to talk about. What's your favorite songs? But let it open the door. Be the hero or the breaker. Damn it, now that song's stuck in my head. Awesome. Okay. Now, with that being said, who do we want to go to next? We can go to Average Joe Patriot. I've never watched him, but he's doing the news. We could go to Retro Gaming, which is video games. And there's only one person watching. So maybe we could give him a go and see what that's like. We'll do that. We'll give him a go and see what that's like. What does everybody think? Do we think about giving this guy? Well, we're going to, because I set it up to rave that way. So, I want to tell everyone it's time to give the pillows some head and the sheets some ass. Put some lipstick on, put a ring on it, get all over your face, and then give the bed linen the best ass ever. Smoke a post-coital cigarette, smoke a bowl, and then have the absolute sweetest dreams ever. I love you guys so much. Have the greatest night ever. I love y'all so much. Good night. Hey, and Spaz, listen to Feasting on the Blood of the Insane by 6 Feet Under. And then dance to it because it's got the funkiest fucking beat in the world and it'll make you so happy on the inside. I love y'all so much.